So we're going to be talking about 5 reasons why you may be unhappy and what's stealing your happiness away, and more importantly, what you can do to change that. If you're new here, hi, I'm Ty, and I love talking about personal growth development and relationships and being a mom. So if you don't want to miss out on any of this life-changing content, make sure you hit subscribe and the notification bell. Okay, let's grow. So the number one reason why you're unhappy is because you're looking for external solutions to your happiness. You're looking for that perfect relationship. When you get this, you'll be happy. This person's gonna make you happy. This job's gonna make you happy. Nothing externally is going to make you happy if you don't work on that in here. Your happiness is your responsibility and can only come from within. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's true. Think about all of those celebrities and famous people who we see who seemingly have everything. They have the money, they have the fame, everything money can buy, and yet they're still unhappy and they commit suicide or they live these really toxic lifestyles. It's because nothing that we can obtain externally is going to change how we feel deeply inside. It can make us happy for a moment, and it could distract us for a moment and make us feel like we did something great. And it's true, maybe we did do something great. But if you're really unhappy inside, nothing is going to change that except for dealing with what is really making you unhappy, dealing with those limiting beliefs, dealing with that childhood trauma or adult trauma, and dealing with the stories that you tell yourself that stop you from being happy, which are usually stories like not being enough, feeling unworthy, and really just seeking validation and love.
So I actually lost some footage, but this is really important, so I decided to voice over it in. So since we're speaking about seeking external validation, it's really important to mention that the media is one of the biggest contributors to us feeling like we need to seek external validation and outside things to make us happy. Everything that we see is meant to make us feel like we are lacking in some way, shape, or form. We need that bag, we need those shoes, we need that outfit, we need that makeup, we need our hair to be a certain way, we need to have a certain body. Everything that is advertised to us is meant to make us feel unworthy. It's meant to make us feel like we're not okay as we are. We need other things to make us feel okay. When we get that car, if we have a certain house, if we live in a certain neighborhood. Companies make trillions of dollars feeding off of our insecurities and our fears, promising to make us feel better and happier with this product or this new thing, but it always falls short, and it always will. So try to pay attention to any time that you are buying a bunch of stuff in efforts to make yourself feel better and fill this empty void. Don't be consumed by consuming. You are enough already. You are worthy right now.
So what can we do to change that? Work on yourself. Figure out what makes you happy and then do it. Whatever you want to hear from somebody else, tell it to yourself. Every day, tell yourself you're a great cook. Tell yourself you look great. Tell yourself, morning gorgeous. Be everything to yourself that you want to see in somebody else. That's your superpower, giving yourself what you need. That's what's gonna make you happy. Number 2, you don't do what you say you're gonna do. That's something that greatly affects our self-esteem and confidence. And people who are usually confident are usually happier people because they're sure of themselves. They know their assets. They know how to interact with other people. They feel good about themselves. Every time you don't do something you say you're gonna do, you're breaking that promise to yourself. You're breaking the trust within yourself. And it's gonna make it harder for you to trust yourself in the future and get excited about doing things. I do have a video on this and I'm gonna link it here. But the gist of it is, if you wanna fix that, start doing what you say you're gonna do. Keep the promises to yourself. Our minds tend to play tricks on us sometimes when we say we're gonna do something and then we freak ourselves out and all of the doubts and fears start coming in. That's just a mode of protection from our brain, and it's always gonna happen. So try and push yourself to do the things that you really wanna do, even if they're scary, as long as it's safe. Number 3, you don't give yourself time to play. Play is not just for children. We need that time to be free and take the weight and stress and responsibility off of being an adult. If your whole day is filled up with stuff that you have to do and nothing is something that you want to do, you're gonna feel really bored. There's no spontaneity in your life. Everything is the same and you have to just drag yourself to do the next thing and the next thing, and nothing excites you. You're unhappy because your soul is dying inside. When you don't get a chance to do something that makes you feel alive, like maybe the first time you cut school or something like that, then of course you're not going to be happy because your soul is empty. It's looking for something to feel good about again. So feed your soul. Make time for play. So set a limit. If you have something in your day that you have to get done, maybe you have 3 things that absolutely need to get done, make sure you do at least 1 thing that you want to do. Of the 3 things you have to do, make sure you do something that you want to do. That's gonna make you start feeling good again. The 4th reason why you're unhappy is because you're on autopilot. You're not connecting in your life. You're not connecting in your relationships. You're not connecting in your surroundings. You're just kind of going through the motions on autopilot like a robot. What do I have to do next? I have to go there next. I have to go there next. I have to do this. Did I do that? You need to come down. Come into your life. Step into your body. Do a body scan. Check with yourself. Am I anxious? Am I stressed? Am I happy? Oh, this is what I feel like when I'm happy. Take note of it. Put the phone down. Don't send that text. Don't take that picture. Connect with the people in front of you and connect in your surroundings. Connect with yourself. One of the easiest ways to do that is to start focusing on your breath. Just take a deep breath and see how that feels in your body. You instantly relax. Then you can start looking around in your surroundings. What do you notice around you? What does it smell like? What does it feel like? What do you see? Challenge yourself to try and remember silly things about a person that you were having a conversation with. What color was their shirt? What made you lead to a certain point in the conversation? Try and really be present with the people around you and with yourself. It's a game changer. Stop living on autopilot. Stop and smell the roses. And number 5, one of the main reasons why you may be unhappy is because you have a negative outlook on things. It's hard for you to see the good side of things. Maybe you're one of those people who constantly say things like, oh, just my luck, or with my luck, that'll happen, or these types of things always happen to me. If you have that mindset, you're gonna keep attracting that type of energy, and those things will happen to you, and it's only gonna confirm your story further, and you're gonna keep believing that more and more, and that energy is just gonna compound and keep showing you like, yeah, you're right, these things do always happen to you. Oh yeah, with your luck that will happen. Stop that story. Stop that mindset. It's keeping you down and it's taking away your happiness. You don't want to be attached to a victim story. You don't want to be attached to that feeling of woe is me. Something that you can do to change that is to deal with the trauma that's inside of you. Try and pinpoint where those beliefs came from. So challenge yourself to see the good in any situation. And remember that the things that are happening to you in your life are only meant to build you up and make you stronger. They're only meant to push you and mold you into the person that you can be, the best version of yourself. Greatness does not just happen. You have to build it. Everything that happens to you that's hard or difficult is a step up in the right direction, as long as you can let it be. If not, it will break you down and you will keep that mentality that the world is out to get you and that everything bad happens to you and there's no point to it. But challenge yourself to see it as something that is building you up. Something that you can put in your arsenal and say, yeah, I did that. I got over that. I'm strong. Don't have a negative outlook on things. Try and see the light in everything, especially in yourself. Okay, so that wraps up this video. I hope that you found something in it useful. I hope that this really resonated with you and that you can take action today on starting to make your life happier and more enjoyable and exciting. Next week, I'm going to be talking about how you can be happier in your relationships, but of course it was more important to talk about how to be happy with yourself first. So make sure you're subscribed and you have the notification bell on so you don't miss it. Till next time, be well. Bye. I'm recording still? Oh yeah, I am recording still.